That's the top results on Google. That is paid and bought by Big Pharma right there. Okay. That's like saying, oh, okay, that's the whole red pill train, which is, okay, I believe in, that men and women are different. Okay, what do women look for? They look for tall guys that are that have money, that are in shape. What do guys look for? More feminine girls that are in shape, that are pretty. Okay, let's go to self-development. Okay, I got my money right, I got my body right, I got my mindset, let's get my housing. This is the whole treadmill. Then you get to, okay, I wonder if it's deeper than this. Let's go biblical, but not like too biblical. Let's go Jordan Peterson style, where it's like theology, but not like totally theology. You hit a wall. You hit a wall. You have to go beyond that wall to then put everything, all of your faith. And the Lord does not say to be in despair. The Lord says, work out your salvation through fear and trembling. I'm for the conversions of souls. Charles, I'm an ex-Muslim. I searched all my life for the truth and went to the same route, conspiracy theories, and I found out too the Catholic Church is the absolute truth. Swiss francs. Oh, I love it. What if Orthodox is better or the real church? I just want people in the apostolic churches. If you want to go Eastern Orthodox, fantastic. I don't believe in any of that anymore when I was lied to during my conspiracy journey. I spent 5 years every day while drinking, 12 hours a day, spending money on these websites. Oh, okay, Billy Carson, ultimate conspiracy theorist, went onto his website, paid for his money, watched all of his content at 2x. Okay, it's chakras. Okay, we're connected to the divine. Okay, we are God. Okay, nothing is real. Triple or double slit experiment, Schrodinger's experiment, wave function collapsing. I went down all the conspiracies, every single one, physics, going down all the way to the quantum level. Everything's quantum level, quantum particles. All right, then I went to Gaia.com. Gaia.com is the ultimate conspiracy theorist that aliens are fallen angels, but aliens actually conducted all these things, and then fallen angels are among us, but then there are also the giants, and then the giants are fallen. And dude, I went down all that. They're the same ones putting out documentaries that the Vatican is not the true church. They are that anti-Catholic. Why would I go and pervert the truth? Because the truth is setting your soul to a higher standard than just faith, than just believing. That's Protestantism. That's relativism. Your truth, my truth, their truth, no truth. There is no document that spells everything out like the theology of the body, which I just bought a book on. That's relativism. That's Protestantism. That's the worst sin. That is the worst sin. Is just looking at how the collapse happened in fasting and abstinence based on the book that I read that's coming out next week on this YouTube channel. I already filmed it. But literally looking at 1500 to the year 2000 was the destruction. I should say 1500 to 1900 was the destruction of anything holy. The buildings, the liturgy, the music, everything just got ugly. Ugly, lies, chaos, consumerism, capitalism, money, more, jealousy, status, fame, subscribers. Listen, is capitalism good? Yeah, I guess so, because it brought people out of poverty, but then also, where did their souls go? So, when you really look at it, so that's an amazing story, by the way, Ari, that's amazing. I'm so blessed. I pray for Muslims. I really do. Every single day I pray for Muslims. I pray for Muslims across the world. There are millions that are secretly coming to Christ, not the Catholic Church, but at least to Christ. There are millions. There's someone that put out a website of, have you seen this guy based in white, and he called himself Jesus? I think that was in Cairo, Egypt. It was on a bus stop. Was it like almost 1 million people went to that website, or 1 million people submitted stories about hearing or dreaming of this guy Jesus. And 42 million people have gone to the website. I'm getting chills. Think about that. 42 million people. Muslim countries, I don't know, they have to just rule by force now. Because if Jesus is showing up in dreams in mass, you're done. You're done. You're done. Like, the stories that I've heard by ex-Muslims of Mary showing up and they're in tears, they've never felt love before. Like, I can't give you that. That's divine. That is the Lord just imagine that one just, you know what? Let's go into Iran. You know, like, I know obviously you have everything going on there, but if you look at pre-Iran, before the 1980s, it's a little bit different. Very Christian, a lot of Christian countries. And they will become, you know, I think a good thing is, I think it's the UAE. I don't know if it's the UAE. They just built their second cathedral, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, why heretical, Daniel? Well, yeah, I think the filioque and something else. But listen, I cannot get out of the Catholic Church. It is so deep. There are so many books. There's so much truth. The truth is, it literally tells you why things happened. That's the difference. It doesn't say, oh, by the way, the French Revolution happened. They're saying the French Revolution was a monarchy. The government submitted to the church because the church submitted to Christ. So that means the government submitted to Christ, which is the church. Everything was run by Christ. That's a pretty good system until the government took over and then murdered and subjugated the church, and now it's just a monarch. And they're not subservient to the church. The church is subservient to the monarch, to the government. Okay? In the United States, we had believers who didn't submit to anyone. Well, they did, the Lord, but then once you remove that whole angle, kind of weird, huh? Now they don't submit to anyone except we submit to them. That was never the case ever in governmental history. It was always the government submits to the church, who submits to the Lord. So that means the government submits to the Lord. Now we submit to the government through force. Little interesting. And I know everyone talks about the republic, you know, the constitutional republic's the best thing ever. A little debatable around that, by the way, because the government is now the force. But before that, it was your soul. So the government was like, I don't want to do anything against the actual church. And this was actual Catholicism, where the whole holy day, which is now holiday, every holy day was observed by the government because it was observed, king and queen, it was observed by the church. So every holy day was a holiday. Now a holiday is July 4th and whatever. Okay, so I can go so deep into it. I'm obviously not going to make everything public, but you know, you start thinking about it.